Hey everyone, I'm Conductor CW, and we are getting off the steam engine train, and we are at Way of Love Station. Thank you for being with me today. So today we get to have a fun little treat. Doesn't that sound delicious? We're going to make s'mores today. Do you know what s'mores are? They're graham crackers, chocolate, and marshmallows. And we make s'mores all different ways. You can make them in the microwave. You can eat them cold. You can put your marshmallows on sticks and you roast them in the fire, kind of like when you're camping. Today, we're going to make our very own solar oven, and we're going to cook our s'mores in it, okay? Ready? All right. So, let's get my tray. There you go. And today, I'm going to use a cereal box for my solar oven. You can use pretty much anything that is just a box like this. A pizza box. You can use a frozen waffle box. Just anything that is a cardboard. Now, I have already done this, but what I need you to do is probably ask a grown-up for help. So you're just cutting. So, oh yeah, Berry Kids Crunch, that's what my kids like to eat. And so I have cut along here. Now because this is thin cardboard, I have just cut it with regular scissors. And if you use a pizza box, it already has a lid in this rectangle shape, you probably don't even need to cut it, okay? You can just use the lid that's already there. So, before I get ahead of myself, let me list the ingredients. So we have our box. I'm using a cereal box today. You're going to need aluminum foil, tape, a black piece of paper. I have a really big, see I even went off the screen, plastic wrap that we'll put over our s'mores. And the most important thing, our s'mores ingredients. And I'm going to give you some tips and tricks to do this, okay? So, once you've cut a lid out, and you can press pause if you're following along with me and cut your lid first, okay? We're going to take our aluminum foil and just cut it so it'll cover the top of your lid. And it doesn't have to be great. We'll talk about how the solar oven cooks when we're going through this process. So I'm just going to fold these pieces back. If it's windy, you can tape them, okay? Because obviously we're going to be cooking this outside because we're using the sun as our heat source instead of a microwave or a fire. So I've got my lid covered in foil, okay? And it's just folded back. Then I'm going to take another piece of aluminum foil and I'm going to put it inside my box. Now for this purpose, watching me, I'm not going to make this look kind of real pretty or good. Just I want you to get the basic idea of how to make it. So as you can see, I have the inside of my box covered, okay? And I would tape these two probably together. In fact, I'll do that now. So you can tape where you feel like you need to tape it down so it doesn't come up. And you can use any kind of tape. It can be clear tape too. I just happen to have the masking tape with me. Okay. And again, you can press pause if I'm going too fast for you, okay? I just don't think you want me to stare because I don't know if you're ready or not. So I'm going to take my black piece of paper and I'm going to put it on the bottom, okay? And this is where we're going to cook our s'mores on, okay? Now, you should tape your black piece of paper to your foil so it doesn't move. Because outside, if it's windy or something else, I don't want it to blow off and blow your s'mores away. That wouldn't be good. So the next thing we do, at this point, I would take this with your plastic wrap and go outside. Find the sunniest spot you can where the sun is going to come directly on your s'mores, okay? If it's cloudy, go ahead and press pause or turn my video off and come back another day when it's full sun. Because if it's cloudy, it's harder to do, and it might take a while, and your chocolate and your marshmallows are never going to melt the same way, and just better if it's completely sunny. But if you want to try it on a cloudy day and then try it on a sunny day and see the difference, that would be a great science experiment. So I'm going to pretend I'm outside. Oh, it's so beautiful out here. I love it. I'm going to take my s'mores, okay? And I'm going to put my graham cracker down first, then my chocolate, and then my marshmallow. Okay. Then I'm going to take my plastic wrap, and I know you can hear me, but you can't see me because I'm actually cutting my plastic wrap, which is always fun because now it's all crumpled, but that's okay. For the video, it'll work. And you're going to cover the box, the bottom box, over your s'mores completely, okay? Now, you can take sticks or straws or whatever you need to, and you're going to prop up, and I'm going to move my box so you can see, but my s'mores are going to go downhill. Let's see. Oh, they already went downhill. Okay, that's okay. They're down, way down there. But I just want to show you how I'm covering. What you want is the sun you want to hit right on here, and it's going to reflect on the plastic wrap and start to melt the s'mores. Now, if you didn't know, marshmallows and chocolate melt differently. I mean, at different temperatures and different time. So chocolate melts a lot quicker than marshmallows. So just a warning for you. You can either put your marshmallows and your graham crackers down first, and maybe after 5 minutes, put your chocolate on it, and you might get them to kind of melt at the same time. Or you might have to have marshmallows that aren't so melty, but chocolate's melty, and eat it that way. Or you can try putting your chocolate first in the refrigerator and getting it cold, and then trying to melt, and it'll take a little bit longer to melt. Or what I would suggest doing is having mini marshmallows, or cutting up your marshmallows to smaller sizes, and they melt just a little bit easier. So when you have your s'mores cooking in the sun, check about every 5-10 minutes and see until they're done, until you like them. Some people like the chocolate just barely melted and the marshmallows just a little warm. Some like the chocolate really melted. I will warn you, it gets messy, so make sure you eat them outside too, okay? So let's learn about how do solar ovens work. So solar ovens use solar energy, so light and heat from the sun, to cook food. The foil reflects the sun's light into the box, and the plastic wrap works similar to like a greenhouse. It allows the reflected and direct sunlight into the box while retaining the heat inside. So it's an oven, basically. That's why you want to put your plastic wrap all around your box and make sure it's down so no air is getting in, because that will cool it. The black paper underneath is absorbing that sunlight into the box while retaining the heat inside. And it warms it, which heats the food. So you've got the sun that's heating the food, and the black paper from underneath getting the sun's energy heating the food. And all of this allows the solar oven to absorb more heat than it releases. How is this like God and blessing? So God blesses us with the warmth of the sun that He created. And we get to bless others with the food that we cook. So make sure when you make your solar oven and you're cooking your s'mores, and you can cook as many s'mores as fits on this black paper, cook one for someone else. Maybe a parent, maybe a friend, maybe a brother or sister, and bless them with the food that you made from God's creation, the sun. All right? Happy eating. Have fun.